Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about coastal grandmother, which is an aesthetic that is taking off on TikTok at the moment, and it's being embraced by the likes of Anne Hathaway and Selena Gomez. I know what you're thinking. Coastal grandmother. I don't want to look like a grandma, but it's not actually about being a grandmother. It's more of a state of mind. So in today's video, we're going to get into what coastal grandmother actually is, how you can live your best coastal grandmother lifestyle, and I put together a couple of coastal grandmother inspired outfits for you. Take a shot every time I say coastal grandmother in this video. First of all, what is coastal grandmother? The term was actually coined by TikTok user Lex Nicoletta, and she explained that the aesthetic is a mix of Nancy Meyers movies, coastal vibes, recipes and cooking, interiors, and so much more. We're thinking affluent older lady, she's enjoying her retirement in her amazing Hamptons beach house, and she has this insanely beautiful oversized kitchen where she cooks, and then she hosts dinner parties and cocktail evenings by the fire pit, and all the while she just never manages to ever spill anything on her crisp white and cream wardrobe. The coastal grandmother trend includes fashion, films, interior design, gardening, travel destinations. There's even Spotify playlists, which I think is so funny. I listened to this one the other day when I was stuck in traffic for like 3 hours. And now there's even an offshoot aesthetic of coastal grandmother, coastal granddaughter, which to me is very coastal grandmother with some Scandi Matilda Dearth vibes mixed in. So coastal grandmother is really an all-encompassing aspirational lifestyle aesthetic. And the term has started to be picked up outside of TikTok. Now there's a whole bunch of articles written on it. Anne Hathaway is hashtagging coastal grandmother on her Instagram. And I think it's really funny how TikTok is now starting to influence mainstream fashion trends, music trends, and just entertainment in general. Definitely check out the original creator Lex's TikTok account. She's just the queen. She's coastal grandmother TM, as she should be. And her whole account is amazing. She does Amazon finds, book recommendations, how to host a coastal grandmother themed dinner party. Definitely check her page out. So I'll link that in the description box below. One of the main inspirations for coastal grandmother is the 2003 Nancy Meyers film, Something's Got to Give, the rom-com starring Diane Keaton. Diane's wardrobe in this film and how she's styled is really like the jumping off point for coastal grandmother fashion. Crisp white button downs, turtlenecks, and knits in general, beige chinos and linen pants, and of course, the white bucket hat. The Hamptons house where the film is set is also amazing. Everything is very light and airy in this film, like it's got very bright cinematography like a lot of Nancy Meyers films. And of course, Diane Keaton in this film has an amazing kitchen. Nancy Meyers is very well known for creating amazing kitchen spaces in her movies. She actually writes a lot of the action for the characters around the kitchen. So Nancy Meyers' kitchen's always very spacious with like massive island benches and pendant lights and just the dream kitchen. Now, I had actually never seen this movie, so I thought I'd better watch it if I'm making this video that is about this aesthetic based off this movie, really. And okay, I get why people like the aesthetic of this film. All of Nancy Meyers' films they're always beautiful. The houses, the locations, you always want to really escape into that world that she creates. The cottage from The Holiday. I want that to be my cottage. But I don't know, this movie I just really couldn't get into it. I mean, for starters, I really don't like Jack Nicholson, and the character that he was playing was foul. I did not want Diane to end up with him anyway. I just found myself not really caring about the characters, which is weird for a Nancy Meyers movie. Even Keanu, even beautiful Keanu could not get me through this movie. I get why people like the aesthetic, the Hamptons beach vibes of this movie, but I didn't necessarily like the substance of the movie. I feel like we've got East Coast coastal grandmother, which is very Something's Gotta Give, Hamptons, but then I feel like there could be an offshoot, which is West Coast Californian coastal grandmother, and she would definitely live in Carmel by the Sea. The house that they used in the movie Home Again, which was actually directed written and directed by Nancy Meyers' daughter Hallie. I feel like this is definitely West Coast coastal grandmother. This Mediterranean revival style house, I think this is actually in LA, but it could totally be in Carmel by the sea. And Carmel always reminds me of Doris Day. When I was planning out this video, I was like, actually, Doris was the embodiment of what coastal grandmother is. She retired from Hollywood and moved up to Carmel by the sea and got acreage and rescued all these dogs and then opened a pet-friendly hotel and just looked hot doing all of this. So yeah, Doris Day, ultimate coastal grandmother. Apart from Doris and Diane, I think another lady that really embodies coastal grandmother fashion is Jane Fonda. She does the crisp white button downs with the popped collars, knitwear, lots of beautiful wraps. She also always has the perfect coastal grandmother salon blowout. Jane Fonda's hair always looks amazing. When you're doing coastal grandmother outfits, I think the color scheme is very important. So you're going to want to be wearing lots of whites, creams, beiges, blues, any other soft beachy colors. You could throw in some sage green, any sort of sandy color would look great. The first outfit that I put together, I really wanted to channel Jane Fonda vibes and also bring in those sandy colors. So I popped on these camel trousers. Coastal grandmothers, they love a cropped trouser, and then a beige knit from Zara. Knitwear in general is very coastal grandmother. I did get far enough into Something's Gotta Give to see the scene where Jack Nicholson asked Diane Keaton why she's wearing turtlenecks all the time, even though it's the middle of summer, and she says she just likes them. And she wears a lot of white knitwear in that film. But instead of the turtleneck, I decided to do a Jane Fonda popped collar. This is actually the faux collar that I showed you in my last video. These faux collars, they just make layering so much easier. For the shoes, I went for my white Jack Rogers sandals. These always look great for any kind of beachy outfit, but they still give quite a dressed up feel. And then for the final touch, I popped on this hat. It's actually seaweed. It's 100% seaweed. But does it get any more coastal than literal seaweed? I think not. Then for my next outfit, I went for this oversized navy button down. This is giving very coastal granddaughter vibes. The oversized button down really is a staple for coastal grandmother and coastal granddaughter, especially when paired with linen pants. So I went for these cropped blue ones, but if you can find some white wide leg linen pants, I think that is ultimate coastal grandmother vibes. We're going to be seeing a lot of stores bring these in for summer, especially the low-rise early 2000s style, because if you think about it, this aesthetic has really been born out of those early 2000s rom-coms. I found these low-rise linen pants on Lily Pulitzer and they look perfect for this aesthetic. So if you wanted to go for the low-rise white linen pants, pair it with a button down, immediately vibes. And then to complete this outfit, I had to put on a white bucket hat and channel Diane Keaton. This was literally $5 in the clearance section of Target. And it does have a wider brim than her bucket hat, but I actually like that because I like to turn up the brim and frame the face, and I think it looks really adorable. And there is my little guide to the coastal grandmother aesthetic. Let me know if you are planning to embrace coastal grandmother or even coastal granddaughter, whether that be in your outfits or maybe like just, I don't know, remodeling your entire kitchen to look like this. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please remember to give it a like. It always helps me with the YouTube algorithm, that elusive algorithm. And then also subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.